Are we hot? If so, hello everyone, or the VOD viewers, because I know no one's in the live yet. This is the first time I've ever streamed on YouTube. I used to stream on Twitch playing video games and stupid stuff, but it kind of came to me to maybe go through some of these pictures that I've taken over the course of my life when I woke up to how God was speaking to me and the things that I was seeing in the wild, and I was just kind of collecting them together and sorting them out, and they kind of brought back a lot of encouraging memories. So as of now, I mean, God hasn't given me anything more that I feel like I need to share as far as content, like to the church or wisdom or anything like that. So I figured I'd just kind of include this in with my testimony, and it'd kind of be cool to get into streaming again and see if there's any interaction as well. So don't really know where I want to start here. Okay, this image, Every Little Thing Is Gonna Be Alright. If you don't know, it's a Bob Marley song, Three Little Birds. And that's one way that God has spoken to me. Hey, Crystal Weeks, good to see you. Crystal, you're actually the inspiration behind what I'm doing right now, so thank you. I was just gonna record a video and kind of splice and edit it and everything, but I chose to do it live because I don't know what made me think to do it. But anyway, that Every Little Thing Will Be Alright. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that, Crystal. This picture, it's a Bob Marley song, and it's Three Little Birds, and that's one way God's spoken to me a lot, is through seeing birds like Remember the Sparrow. I see cardinals all the time, and that's one reason I moved out to where I am now, because I came out to Alabama for a visit. I moved from Texas, and about 3 years ago I came out to Alabama, and I saw probably 10 cardinals like on my grandma and uncle's property, and that kind of let me know, because in Texas I'd see them like maybe once or twice a day, but I saw that and I was like, you know, this is the place I should probably be. Love you too, Crystal. Thank you for the support. It really means a lot. So I don't really like the picture software I have here, but here's actually a cardinal that I took a picture of. It's great quality, as you can see, and my computer's gonna be slow as well. But yeah, there he is, just chilling. But even now I'll see like probably 20 cardinals at the same time, right around the same place that I did a couple months ago that made me move here. Well, it's one of the reasons I moved here. God used a mama bird to get your attention during a very difficult time. Yeah, remember the sparrow. You know, if God's gonna provide for the sparrow, that doesn't, you know, think to store up food or clothing, or, you know, it just lives day by day, and that's how we're supposed to be. You know, I heard the analogy of a train running on train tracks, and each section of track is placed down right before the train is about to run out. But, you know, as far as it goes, that next track always comes, and I believe that's how we're supposed to live. It's like the Israel in the desert, in their exodus from Egypt. I think that's one of the problems, that they couldn't trust God in that way. This is a picture that I took at some place I was working, and anyway, that was like a sign or a wink from God, if you will. This is one of the mountain biking trails I used to ride, and I found this. The other thing is the color red. The color red is something that God's gotten my attention with. Whenever I see something like cardinals, but also like red flowers, or just there'll be a bunch of different colored flowers or plants and stuff, and then there'll be just this one red one that catches my attention, and it's like, it's just kind of a wink from God. I've never taken it as anything more than, hey, I'm here with you, You're not seeing the pictures? Are you not seeing? Hang on. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I forgot to switch the seeds. I'm a genius. Anyway, that's so. Here, let me get back to getting used to being live. This is the picture I was talking about. Every little thing's gonna be all right. Three Little Birds, Bob Marley. So yeah, let me catch back up here. Oh, great! Now I just closed the wrong window. Here we go. Hey, thank you for bringing that up. I would have done the whole stream. This is the red. Good grief. Hang on. This is the red flower I was talking about. Yeah, let me reconfigure this real quick, because I had it set up in a way. Oh goodness. Okay, give me one sec. I've got, okay. No, it's back. We're good. Alright. Anyway, that is the red flower that I saw on a mountain biking trail. And there's another one here somewhere. Oh, that's actually, I found this shirt, funny enough, at a Walmart when I was going through a difficult time. And the Lord, I saw this shirt, and it was after I had been shown the Bob Marley thing. Oh, and how the Bob Marley thing started was I was walking into a Walgreens, and they were playing music on the stereo, and it was Three Little Birds. And the next like couple of weeks, that song would keep coming up and keep coming up. And at the time, I was struggling with smoking pot, and I felt like I was like it was keeping me from God, but God was still reaching out to me. Anyway, I found that shirt, and that same time that I visited Walmart, there was a shirt next to it, and I should have got it. I don't know why I didn't, but it said, "Who's your daddy?" So that I don't remember. I think actually I went, my one of my best friends had a painting class at the time, and that was one of the best pictures that one of their students painted. So kind of took that as a wink from God as well. Saw this in Walmart, Hakuna Matata, which means no worries, which is the same thing as the Bob Marley song. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. If I can get the water open. Anyway. But yeah, that Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata means no worries, you know, for the rest of your days. And it's also the Lion King is another big way the Lord's spoken to me. That's the every little thing's gonna be alright in the Walmart where I got the shirt. This, I don't remember if I made this. Consider the birds in the sky. They don't plant or harvest. They don't even store grain in barns. Yet our Father in heaven takes care of them. Aren't you worth more than birds? Matthew 6:26. Leave tomorrow's worries for tomorrow. Yeshua's words. And yeah, are not 2 sparrows sold for a penny? Yet none of them will fall to the ground outside of your Father's care, and even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. So don't be afraid, you are worth more than many sparrows. Matthew 10:29 through 31, the words were read. So I don't remember if I found this. I don't remember the story behind this. But, alright, let's see here. I found this book. This book with a bird on it, Jesus Calling, 365 Devotions for Kids. And on the back of it, there was something else. Man, it would be nice if the Windows would cooperate with me here. I was thinking of setting up a slideshow, but the problem is, can't really, you can't really organize pictures the way I would want to. Hang on, let's say, I want to standardize all the sizes of these pictures as well, but it messes up everything else if I do, so let me try this once, maybe it'll stay that way. Alright. Do you want to feel more connected to Jesus? Wouldn't it be great to know the plans he has for you today? I'm just seeing if there was something else in here related to me. The book you are holding will tie your heart to the Lord's in a way you've never felt before. Each daily devotion is based on Scripture and is written as though Jesus were speaking directly to you. Best-selling author Sarah Young has touched more than 7 million lives through her devotionals. She invites you to spend a few minutes each day with this book. Listen as Jesus is calling you. So yeah, I guess looking for numbers too. There's the 3:16 right there. You see that? John 3:16. All right, let's see. I guess that was the end for that. That was the beginning of that file, so let's see where it takes us next. Here's that cardinal. And this one, I think I just found on the internet and downloaded, but it's 3 birds, and it's clearly a Bob Marley reference. But yeah, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing's gonna be alright. And at the time, you know, things weren't alright, so it was like, I was asking him, like, what does all this mean? And he said, the key word is gonna be. Even though it may not be now. Here's another red flower that was on that trail, the mountain biking trail that I used to ride. And I don't remember if this was originally red or if it was, I think it was purple. And what I used to do is, I used to manipulate the hue of the colors on my phone. And that's what a lot of these images are down here, is where I've manipulated the hue and made it look otherworldly. and stuff like that. It was kind of an art form for a little while for me, but I think this was originally purple and I turned it red, but don't remember. There's another, that one was red, if I remember correctly. But there were a whole field of these, but this one was the biggest, like, roundest one. And that was over near the bike trails as well. Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can. That's all for the birds and the no worries and the color red and everything. The other thing that yeah, he takes his time with us. Yeah, that's right. And he works with us in our trust issues, because we all have them, and yeah, it's there's no one like him. I did want to. Oh, here's another book that I did actually read, and it really helped me a lot. I don't read books that often. I have ADHD really, really bad, but this is one of the ones that really kind of broke through. Can't You Talk Louder, God? Secrets to Hearing the Voice of God. It really, like, tuned me in to, because it talked about a lot of times you hear voices that you think are your own, but it just kind of had a way of breaking through and to discern that it's not actually your own voice. It is him. Is this gonna exit out the whole file? I don't want to do that. Okay, no. Alright. I think I'm figuring the file explorers out. This is a picture, believe it or not, of a hurricane that I took, and it was, I found it on the radar as a heart shape, and it was coming straight for me, and I believe this was last year, Hurricane Francine. Excuse me. And I live right about here, and I guess it wasn't coming straight for me, but we were gonna feel the effects. But what was interesting about that is, yeah, I've just got a couple of different paths here. There's another picture of the heart. I'm trying to find, I created a collaborative photo. So this hurricane, I forget the name of it, but it was earlier in the year, and it was slanted to, like, that path curved right around me, and then this Francine came up and curved right around me. I live right here. I was dead center of where both of them missed. Yeah, okay. Hurricane Debbie, August 4th and 8th. Hearts, yeah. Yeah, hearts. For me, it's a infinity symbol, and hearts too, as well, and anchors. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're there when you look. I mean, that's what I tell people, is pay attention to your surroundings. You know, start paying attention, start looking around. You know, because things aren't what they appear. When you have your eyes open, you start seeing things. But yeah, I live right here. Both hurricanes missed me on each side at almost equal distance, so I was spared any effects whatsoever. The projected path of Francine was expected to impact precisely where I lived, but I snapped a pic of the radar signature around this location, then once Francine made landfall, it turned left and avoided Alabama altogether. So it came up and just like swung left. This was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Again, I live like right here, and we actually did have a tornado warning, and I was a little worried because I live in an RV, so that's like the worst case scenario. But actually, the day before this event, I found an underground bunker that I didn't know about, and so I went down there and cleared it out, and we went and took shelter for about 30 minutes until the warning had passed. This happened about a year and a half, 2 years ago. That's my RV. That's my car. This tree, and I still don't know why, but it just snapped, just like that, and fell right in between the car and the RV. Didn't scratch either one of them. And it didn't do any damage whatsoever except for the tree itself. Like that was a pretty big, like, hey, I got your back for me, because that was crazy. Alright, that's all for that file. Okay, numbers is something that he's really spoken to me with, and I've got a lot of them here. So, I know I should probably be blurring out the other numbers, but there's a 777 right there. 777. 777. It's a 666. But what's weird is this is on the back of a cross. So, and rainbow ink. Like, there's other stuff in there, so I don't know. Yeah, he carries his children all the way to the end. He sure does. 888 right there. 777 again. 666. I just took pictures of every triple number. 222. There's another 222. And this was I used to help put up equipment and professional projectors and stuff, and that was one of the pieces of equipment I had to install. So another 222. 555. 222 again. 777, even though there's a dash there, still works. This one I couldn't believe I found because it's on the inside of an A-frame ladder. 222 right there. This was on the side of a screwdriver that I used. 222. This was a place that I had to go work in Texas as a contractor. Like that's huge. Look at that big 555. That's insane. I couldn't believe that. This was a sticker that they made me put on my hard hat when I worked at a job. The 111. This one, I guess I don't see any numbers, but I guess just catch a dream as a fish. I think maybe, I don't know why I took this picture. Yeah, I'm not seeing any numbers. I don't know. Anyway, oh, here's one. 222, 222. 6 twos in a row. And it's progressive. And there's something there with a flower. Yeah, Grace, exactly. There's a 222. Where was this? I think this was on a construction project somewhere. I don't remember if that's like in a bathroom on the floor or what, but that was the hotel room that I was given to stay in one night when we were out of town working. 111. There's a 777 right there, and an infinity symbol in the same place. And if you don't know, the infinity symbol is huge for me. There's a 999 right there, and Chapman. Actually, one of my best friends growing up died like 5 years ago, and this was like 3 days after he died. This van pulled up at some place we were eating. This is the one that you posted, Crystal. Jeremiah 33:3. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. And that's exactly what's happening with this whole thing, you know. Here's another good one. Isaiah 22:22. God will open doors for you that no one can shut. I think I just learned about that one a few weeks ago. This one was funny. The 2 large 1-topping pizzas, $7.77 each. LG 777. 777. Like that, I couldn't believe that. It's like, dude, you guys gotta be kidding. Oh, Toby Mac. Okay, this one was really cool because it's got, I was the 888th like. And if you've heard this song, it's talking about he's seeing God in everything. And it's like, and he even says every little thing all day, just like the Bob Marley song. Every little thing's gonna be alright. So it's like that when all that was going on, man, it was magical. Yeah. This one is about my name. I just looked up my name to just because I was curious, but in the English gematria, it's 888. Believe it or not. This is a tracking number. I've seen tons of these. I don't know why I took a picture of this one, but 111. I think there's a 111 in every single one I've ever seen, but alright, I think that might have been, yeah, that might have been it for the numbers. Now I'm gonna go to the infinity, because the infinity is huge too. And I'm gonna start backwards on this one. This is the vortex mathematics symbol. If for those who haven't seen the gematria in vortex mathematics, it's a whole thing. I'm not gonna explain it here, but it's basically there's an infinity symbol and then a straight arrow, and let's see if I have, yeah, okay, so see this symbol and the car infinity symbol is pretty much the same symbol, it's just a little different. And you can see this one up here, Pyramex. that's the same symbol as well. It's just a little a little different, but how all this revelation started with me, how God got my attention was there were three big things. There was getting my car, the Infiniti G37. There was Goku reaching Ultra Instinct and Dragon Ball Super, and then the triple numbers. So they're all tied together. It's kind of hard to know where to start with some of this stuff, but I just noticed there's triple one in that in that number too. This was an electric skateboard I used to ride out in Texas, and this was part of my room, and I actually had a water fountain there, and it was kind of symbolic of living water. Or when Jesus, one of the big scriptures about infinity is Jesus says, for those who drink from this well, they'll thirst again, but for those who drink from the water I give, they'll never thirst again. It'll become in them a spring welling up to eternal life. That's infinite. This, believe it or not, I saw in Walmart. I was walking by and it just caught my eye, and infinity, you and I shine as one. That was like straight from God to me right there. I could not believe I was seeing that. This was, I was watching tornado chasing streams, which I've always been interested in tornado chasing. I've always thought it's the coolest thing. But now technology's reached a point where we can, watch people stream chasing tornadoes. So this was on a stream. They were directly below, looking straight up. They call it a cinnamon roll. But this is what's happening when the funnel is about to come down, and it's an infinity symbol. So this is a picture that was already made, but I added the "You are loved beyond all measure, always and forever." And there's the car symbol. This is a tattoo, the only tattoo that I have. It's a cross with a heart into an infinity and "Trust Me" at the bottom. This was another place that I worked at. I did general contracting in Texas, and we were just all over the place. I mean, every day was pretty much a different job, and that was one of the jobs we went to. I used to vape, and I used to go to this place called Hard 8 Vape, and the sideways 8 is the infinity. So I caught that one day, and I just like, wow, another one, This was somewhere where I worked. They had this box, and it's the upward arrow with the infinity design, kind of like. And I do think companies do that on purpose, because it's kind of the same as the Freemason sign, the compass and square. It's kind of the same thing, but obviously what it means to me is completely different. This was another place that we worked. Southern Grace, with a heart at the top, infinity at the bottom, SG, Southern Grace. That, like, you kidding me with this? This is a trampoline that I ordered. And before I ordered it, I did not know the symbol looked like this. And I unboxed it, and man, I had some fun with that thing. I mean, it was not a cheap one. It was one of the ones that'll bounce you, like you gotta watch your head on the ceiling. And I had pretty tall. It bounced you probably 5 feet in the air. I mean, it was an octagon, like nice, you know. I'd partake in certain substances that I shouldn't have, and just bounced on that all night. Back in my crazier days, but the Lord corrected me. Again, another place that I worked, Efinity Mortgage. This is a yeah, Crystal, I've heard that too, and because I heard that McDonald's uses their color scheme because they it's puts people in a state of stress and rush, like they're it makes them hurry and eat so the next people can come in and they don't, you know, I don't know. But my girlfriend several years ago, the only girlfriend I ever had in Texas, and it was a long distance relationship, and she was a sweet girl, but I think the Lord was teaching me that he was saving me for himself, and I you know, that meant a lot to me when I learned that, and I quit seeking that type of relationship with another woman. But she didn't know the infinity thing. I'd never told her about the infinity thing, and she sent me this card, and this was on the back. And also, the other thing I'm just noticing is the crown. I've been seeing a lot of crowns as well in daily life. Yeah, the urgency. Yeah, right. Fast food. Yeah. This is a picture off of a computer, I think. An AMD drive or graphics card or something. It's kind of sort of the infinity symbol. Well, it's a vortex anyway, and it's a 64. And 64 is, in mathematics, considered a full rotation of infinity. And that's a whole nother thing that I barely grasp, to be honest. But in some of the vortex mathematics videos, there might be something in there that delves deeper into that. This was Kemper Auto. I guess this was I don't know if I was working here or what, but there's infinity right there. This one might be kind of hard to see, but there's an infinity symbol right there. And unity. And a peace symbol, you know, all that, whatever. But actually 2 infinity symbols. There's one right there too. But this was a bridge that, on that same mountain bike trail, when you reach the end of it, there was this bridge that was like halfway collapsed, but you could still go halfway across. But there was like a chasm that was probably 20 feet. Like you weren't jumping it. And there's some other pictures of that bridge that I've got. This is when I worked at a telephone company. This was a box they had, and clear links. Here's another thing that the Lord was teaching me is we're all directly connected to God. It's when I worked in Texas, I worked as a low voltage infrastructure installer. And oh, I just noticed, look at that. 4 ones right up there. But the way like any system works, you've got the main like an internet system. You've got the main hub where all of the communication comes through, and then it distributes out through the building, just like electrical, just like sometimes plumbing or water pipes or telephone systems and internet. They all come to one central area and then they split out from there. But every single individual point is connected back to that one hub. And that's how it is with us and God. We are all connected directly to Him. Just like that system. This is another thing with the telephone company is Infinite. This is a picture that I found, Love You to the Moon and Back, and there's been a lot of things about the moon. I'm not real sure about it, but there's an infinity right there. Happiness is letting go of what you think your life is supposed to look like and celebrating it for everything that it is. And there is an infinity looking symbol right there. And if you notice, these types of symbols are absolutely everywhere. You've got, I mean, I see them on old chairs, I see them on picture frames, like, but you don't ever notice stuff like that unless it, unless it's pointed out to you, and then you can't not notice it. Alright, what next? Okay, so here is the thing I was talking about the connectivity. Ping is a golfing company. They named their company Ping because of the way the ball sounds when people hit it with a club. But there's another meaning for the word ping, and that's in like a networking. When you ping a device, you're calling out to it and asking it to respond. And I was wearing this jacket for years, and I didn't know that. And there it is again. And that kind of let me know, like, it's God's ping to me. Like, I was getting the ping. Oh, here's that water fountain up close. I really wish I still had that thing. I just, I live in an RV now, so it wouldn't be. The one thing that sucked about it is having to fill it up all the time. It really evaporated pretty quick. Alright. I had these wrist bracelets made. You can have them made. I think it was like $5 for 2 of them or something, but He is everywhere, the infinity symbol. I've already worn them out like crazy though, so they're gone. This is a picture that I took of that is a Dragon Ball plushie that one of my friends gave me, and that's the other thing I'm gonna get into is the Goku and Dragon Ball, but the ray of light is shining straight through it. So I had to take a picture of that. This is the poster that's on my wall, even behind me now, that I got right after I got out of the psychological episode that I had back in 2014. I may talk about that in some other video, but it was traumatic, terrible. But it was a huge awakening, though. I mean, it let me see a spiritual war that was going on, that I was being careless and not defensive enough, not being vigilant enough. But she got me this poster right after I got out of the psych ward, and it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight." And that's where he'll make your path straight. That's where the infinity symbol comes in, because that's a straight path. That upward arrow, and that's connected to the vortex mathematics, and I mean, it's just everywhere. I can't believe how many connections are in this, like almost too many to count. Let's see. This is the sword that's hanging on the back of my wall. I found it at a pawn shop, and it was blue, like rusty and everything. I cleaned it up and painted it white. I think it looks cool. Now this is a skateboard that I got. It's actually the skateboard I still have, even though I don't skate much anymore. There's a 222 up there too, I see. But I did not know at the time what Ishad meant. Now up here is a dove. Right here is a dove flying out of some open hands, and there's another dove down here, a dark one. Ishad means a handsome man, or the way I wrote it, it's Hebrew, and it means pleasant to look at. So how I took that was the Lord saying that he was pleased to look upon me. And man, that when I found that out, that really was impactful for me. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a rainbow. I really need to enhance this picture, but I don't even remember where this was. It might have been Alabama. I took this picture a little too late, but you can kind of still see it. There's a heart right there. But before I took the picture, it was a lot more vibrant, and it looked a lot more like it, but yeah. Sometimes, I mean, I really want to capture all this stuff, but to me, sometimes I just gotta stop and savor the moment, and because I know that it's all coming. I know that so much more is coming, you know, and it's never gonna end. This is a really cool picture that I found of spiritual meaning of colors, and I just wanted to focus on the white here and the red, obviously. I wish they would have made that in a different text. Atonement, the blood of Jesus, warfare, sacrifice, passion, strong emotion, forgiveness, cleansing deep sins, courage, love, martyred saints, sovereign power, and enthusiasm. I didn't know that. Hey, that's a good catch. Yeah, good catch, Crystal. This is what I wanted to focus on, though, on the colors. White, purity that dispels darkness, righteousness, God's majesty, blameless, redeemed, God's glory, victory, bride of Christ, holiness, innocence, purity, righteousness, the saints. So, uh, that's a thumbnail I created for one of the videos. I think it's actually my, am I hearing sounds? I'm getting distracted. Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay, so the Goku thing, I saw this. I think it was at a GameStop or something, and it was just kind of like another wink from God. I saw this on somebody's car, and that's, I think, Ultra Instinct, and that was the whole thing about Goku and Dragon Ball Z was the Ultra Instinct, and that is gonna be, where is he? No? I thought I had it. Well, anyway, okay, you can see the picture behind me. Goku's Ultra Instinct form is he has to abandon all control and understanding of his physical body in battle. Like, he has to completely deny himself and let this power overtake him and fight for him, basically. And that was another big way that God reached out to me about his power and how he works through us if we'll let him. I know I've got some pictures of Goku here. Gonna find him. Say I won't. I don't know. I should have put him in a certain special place. Yeah. Come on. Goku pictures. Well, there's one. A picture. Oh, so okay. So I've got an Aurora projector that I've had for a couple of years, like back when I was streaming on Twitch, and it. Funny story about that actually is it's got stars, the moon, and Aurora, and it's got all different colors and stuff, but the stars are green. And when I got it, I emailed the company and I was like, are the stars green where you live? Because, yeah, that ain't... But then again, I got to thinking, and it's like, it'd probably be hard to make a white laser. So, anyway, here's a picture of Goku, and this is one of his forms while he's fighting, and I kind of view it as like him raising his hands to God. That's the way I took it. I know that's not the way the creator meant it, but that's what God meant it for me. But anyway, I mean, I'll find I'll find Goku pictures later. Let's see. I just noticed this the other day. This is where I live right now. And I learned that the Hebrew symbol of God is, I think it's really close to this right here. And I should have done a little more research of figuring that out, but yeah, I forget. It's not the Aleph, but anyway, I'll figure that out someday when I'm supposed to. This is a pretty cool picture of a lion that I think I found on oh crap. Ooh. Anyway, that was on Telegram. I thought that was cool just because of the color white. You know, the Lord uses the color white for me a lot. And the other thing that I was going to say, and I know I'm all over the place, but the color white is that if you look at the sun through our atmosphere, it'll appear, now this is screwed up, it'll appear yellow, but it's not actually. It looks like our stars. Like when you look at a star, it's pure white. It's that pure white light, and that's what our sun actually looks like outside of our atmosphere. And that's that same color white that he's been giving me a lot. This was a picture that I took 2018. No. Couldn't have been 2018. No, I think I took it in 2013 or 2014, something like that. But oh, I just noticed 7-Eleven. That's another number I see a lot. But the sun rays are pointing straight into my eyes. Also, my mom told me before I was born that my eyes, it's like she was holding me in her hands, and I opened my eyes, and she said it was like seeing the sky. And I've actually, no joke, looked up and compared the color of my eyes with the color of the sky on average, and it's as close as can be. It's like not even blue, it's like gray. It's like a bluish gray. It's crazy. This is a picture somebody left on my car when I was going through a hard time, and it stuck with me for a long time and helped me through some hard times. You are loved. The Lord your God is in your midst, a mighty one who will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you by his love. He will exalt over you with loud singing. Zephaniah 3:17. And that's another number that I see, 3:17. It's right after 3:16. They're right together. 3:11 is another one, so there's like a convergence there. I appreciate that, Crystal. Oh, hang on. Before see how good my handwriting is? I got this picture a long time ago. And I don't remember where or how, but taking a look at the picture, you know, you've got the lion in the sky, the Lord holding the young lamb in his arms and guiding the mother. And I found this scripture. He tends his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lambs in his arms and carries them close to his heart. He gently leads those that have young. That is that picture. Like, that verse is that picture right there. And I think I actually found that verse when I was going through the psychological stuff real bad. And before I forget, I want to go to something that happened. Yeah. Now, this was... we were watching The Lion King, the new one, that came out whenever it did, I don't remember. But we were in a drive-in theater. And if you can see that planet up there, that is Jupiter, the king planet. And if you remember in The Lion King, in the movie, Mufasa, like, appears in the sky, and they say throughout the movie that the kings of old are watching us from above, and they're in the stars, you know, and Jupiter has always symbolized the king planet. So here we are watching The Lion King with the stars above us and the king planet being directly above the screen. And it's like, it was just the Lord showing me how far he had brought me, because I brought that up to my friends and family that were there, and they were just like, "What are you talking about, dude?" But that's a really cool movie. It's a lot of good messaging in it. This is a shirt that I have. Gone to see Dad. We're fixing a place for you. Be back soon to pick you up. Jesus. This is my favorite shirt. I actually have two of them now. And I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe Jesus told me when the rapture happens, I'll be wearing this shirt. And I try to wear it as often as I can. This was another just random sighting in the wild of Goku on a van. That was, I mean, I've never seen stickers that big or that cool. It was cool. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this one's big. My uncle found this moth that has a cross on it. And he took this picture, and this is legit. Like, he couldn't believe it, you know. And yeah. That's pretty much all there is to say about it, but this is a picture, or a decal that I have on the back of my car right now, the Infiniti G37. I actually have one on each side of the back windows, and then one on the very back with the infinity symbol. Wow, you're right. That does look like my tattoo. That's weird. Just missing the infinity symbol. Wow, that's wild. Alright, let's see here. Here's that skateboard, and this used to be my old room back when I lived in Arlington, Texas. Yes, Jesus is Lord. Amen. And there's the water fountain, guitar. I had a pretty cool setup. This is back when I was streaming on Twitch. There's that "Love You to the Moon and Back" thing there. And I was doing all kinds of stuff. I was riding the skateboard at night with the GoPro and streaming that and everything. Oh, there's another Goku picture right there. Also, there's another 111 right there. They're all in these numbers. But I think I've got a couple of angles of that. And I had like ambient lighting in my room and stuff. And that's pretty overstimulated. This thing right here, this is a tornado machine, and I don't even know if I still have it or not, but it was cool. It just pulled a vortex down with a little fan, and it worked nonstop. And cool. And there's this LED cloud that can light up all different colors and stuff, and I had it set on the lightning mode, so it was really cool. I don't know if I have a video of it, but I still have the cloud, but I don't know if it works anymore. No, I can't board while playing the guitar. I mean, I could play like acoustic or something. I could barely probably play the guitar at all now. It's been so many years. There's that board in the dark. I still have this board actually. It just quit working and I haven't been able to get it fixed. I loved it though. It went 40 miles an hour easy. And it nearly killed me a few times. This was one of my favorite spots out in Arlington where I lived. And actually this picture here was a view from the deck of my apartment. And no, you're good. But this was a place that I used to ride. I used to go ride the trails on my mountain bike, and then I came here and just chilled and hung out and hung out with God. Sometimes I came here at night too on the board, and it's just a fun time. Yeah, that's the balcony angle again. This was my best friend, my best furry friend in the whole world. And he's one of the first things that I can't wait to see after the rapture. His name was Koa, and he was like a son to me. I got him back when I was just started going through the psychological stuff, and the way I found him was a miracle because he was in a cage outside my apartment, and my neighbor had put him in a cage and called the pound, and I showed up literally seconds before the guy was gonna drive off with him. And I said, "Is that a Maine Coon?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I said, "I'll take him," like straight up. And I loved him. And it was a tragic night that he got this. I had him fixed. And he got this kind of urinary blockage, and like it took one day, like it killed him in one day. And I remember too, because it was on the 4th of July, and I was at the pet hospital listening to people shooting off fireworks, celebrating while my cat was dying. So. But I do know I will see him again. The Lord's already promised that to me. And maybe he'll be big enough for me to ride him like a lion. Alright. Okay, this is pretty cool stuff. This is some stuff I found out about my name and birth date. What the heck is up with this thing? What is this? Though, though there have been other triple conjunctions of Venus and Jupiter over the centuries, they did not occur on or near the same calendar dated until 1990-1991. The first conjunction occurred on August 12, 1990. The second happened on June 17, 1991, which is my birthday. And the third meeting in the heavens was observed on October 16th, 1991. Or was it a triple conjunction of planets? So I don't know why I took a picture of this, but yeah, June 17th, 1991 is my birthday. I'm sorry to hear that, Crystal. There's nothing like losing a pet, man. I mean, it's like losing a child. I mean, I can't even fathom replacing Koa, because it's just, I mean, for one, the fear of it happening again, like, there's just no, you know, I would never recover. It's a miracle that I made it. I really loved him, man. This is an article that I found, and I don't know if it's true or not, but it says Jesus was born on June 17th. That's my birthday. So, I don't know, whatever. But this is me and my mom when I was probably about 6 or 7 years old, chilling in a creek. This was me as a white Power Ranger that my mom actually, she custom made this outfit for me for Halloween one year. And the only reason I brought this up is because it's the White Ranger. And like I've been talking about the color white, you know? Also, I found this interesting shirt. Kings are born in June. Highly eccentric, extra tough, and super sarcastic. True. Bold since birth. Will keep it real 100%. Fiercely loyal until you aren't. Will beat you at your own game. Perfect mixture of sweetheart and warrior. Say the most accurate facts. Master of walking away. Difficult to get to know and impossible to forget. Oh, also, this right here is a tornado that we saw in Galveston. Water spout. This is an arc lighter and a flashlight that I bought just a week ago that had my name on it. I thought that was cool. This I saw like 2 weeks ago, and it blew my mind because it was a place that I was working at, and I didn't work for this place, but I was doing electrical work at the same job, and just there it is, just Scott with a lightning bolt in the middle of, like, I couldn't believe it. I hadn't seen something like that in quite a while. That was pretty cool. This was several years ago when I worked in Texas. I don't know what this is. 14-inch VGA, some kind of monitor or TV or something, but that's... So, we were working, running data cable up in this whole building, and I just go up in the hatch and Uh, there it is, Scott. My name right there on an old box. I'm gonna turn the air conditioner off. It's getting chilly. This is a little thing that my mom bought me several years ago. Scott, soldier, courage, aggressive, experienced in battle, origin, Old English. This was really cool because my uncle has been like a father to me. And he's been the one that's like raised me and taught me to walk in the Lord and everything. And this is him. Like I don't know who came up with this, but and his name is David. His name's Uncle. We call him Uncle David. And this is him. Like this, he looks just like him. Let me see if I can find a picture of there's a coat of arms. I don't really care about all that, but hang on. Let me see if I can come on. Give me the button. Alright, let me see if I can find a picture. I know I've got an old picture of him. Gotta have old photos, man. No? Not now, Microsoft. Dang it, man. I thought I organized this better. Crap. Yeah, well, trust me, it looks just like him. Yeah, my name's Scott, yeah. Dang it, I really wanted to find that. Hold on. Where am... Oh, I know where it's at. We're about to go way back here. Seriously? Trust me, it'll be worth it. Where are you? Here it is. I've also got a bunch of old skateboarding videos that I can play sometime. Alright, hang on. I'm about to find it. Gotta load up. Yeah. Well, that's not a great picture of him. There we go. Where's the other one? Like, dude. Like, that is him. It's the same guy. Anyway. Alright. Oh, here, oh, look at that. There's the 333 here, too. And it says good seed, which there's a lot of prophetic I guess, metaphors in that. Alright. Yeah, I may do another. Well, I'll definitely do more streams, like going through the old stupid stuff. But kind of wanting to keep it on the Lord right now, because I really don't think we have much time. He can't come soon enough for me. I mean, I'm ready to get out of here. Alright, there's some good stuff here. Trust in the Lord, that was my background for a long time on my phone. Thought that was cool. This, if you haven't seen, was a CME that the Sun produced on, what is that? November? I forget how they do the dates in that way, but it was in 2024. I don't remember if that's November or October, but this looks like an embryo in a womb. It's and it was like a sign of our coming birth, you know, to the kingdom of heaven. That was really cool when that happened, and that was late last year. You know, it wasn't too long ago. This was a picture I found on Facebook, and it's I don't remember when it was taken, but it looks like a sword. Like, I thought it kind of looked like when it says like the day of the Lord comes like lightning from east to west. And it feels like I remember seeing like some kind of like being holding it, but I guess not. There's a Oh, wait a minute. Wait, well, okay. No, okay. See, like, maybe there's an arm there, and maybe, like, a head there. I don't know. Am I crazy? Kind of hard to see, but I don't know. This is my phone background right now, and it's really been helping me to remember, you know, because I've been going through some demonic warfare like I never had before. I've actually got carpal tunnel real bad in my right hand, and I can barely use it a lot of days, and I can't work right now, and I've got a uh I've got an appointment Monday to see a hand surgeon, so because I've tried everything else, and until then, you know, probably not gonna be able to uh work, but this was I don't remember where I got this. Our animal friends teach us more than we could have expected and love us more than we could have hoped. That's why we miss them more than we could have imagined. Resonates with me. This is another spot on that bridge that I told you about. That's that chasm that drops off. It's like a 20-foot gap. And it says, God loves you. Right there with a heart. Then right here, Matthew, don't know if there's a number there, but it says faith can move mountains. There was all kinds of cool stuff on that bridge. God understands you. God hears you. Dude, there was a lot of that spoke to me back then. God sees you. You know, it's like some people were just out there spraying spray paint on concrete, and you never know who you're gonna affect. I think this is that same one, the infinity symbol and the unity. Yeah. But you never know, who's gonna see the results of what you did in love, Faith is your middle name, for real? For God so loved the world? That's a Jewish star right there. Hebrew star. God loves you. It was all over the place. I mean, it looked like multiple people were doing it too. I don't even think I saw anything satanic or anything like you normally would think you would. I don't remember where this came from, but I love you to the moon and back. I love you to the moon and back, across the rainbow sky. You're always in my thoughts, and will be till the day I die. Or rapture. I know there was a destiny in the way of our paths, and did intertwine by some magnificent plan. I was yours and you were mine. We have one of those connections that surpasses time and space, and my memories take me there whenever I picture your face. It's etched inside my heart and can never fade from view, because you're as much a part of me as I am a part of you. I think this was back when I was going through I was, to be honest, I was lusting after a girl, my neighbor, that had a boyfriend already, and yeah, another lesson learned. The Lord is my rock and my salvation. And what is that? What is it? I don't. What is that? 1 Samuel, but 22:2. Look at that. 222. I don't know what that is though. Is that 11? Not 11 Samuels. What is that? I don't understand what's going on there, but oh, also the horseshoe, kind of like infinity-ish. Oh yeah, there's the Lion King thing. This, I don't remember where I got this bag, but EWA, and it's wings, Eagles Wings Athletics. Will mount up with wings like eagles. This was a place that I worked at. Was doing some contracting work. From little seeds grow mighty trees. You remember when Jesus said faith like a mustard seed? Dream big, reach for the stars. Roman numerals. Oh, 2 Samuel. Good catch. Thank you. This was a cool one. This was a company out in Dallas. Midnight Hour Moving. Like, that doesn't tell you we're out of time. The midnight cry is coming. And I used to see these trucks everywhere. Midnight Hour Moving. They were all over the place. Healthy self-image. To see yourself the way God sees you. No more, no less. Amen. This was a shopping cart. I think at a thrift store. absolute miracles. And there's like kind of infinity-ish. I take that waveform as an infinity symbol because it's like an S. I mean, it's half of an infinity symbol. I basically counted it the same thing. Also, my name starts with an S, you know, so there's that too. Spin it sideways. This was another place that I worked, and this was after all the psychological stuff. It had a Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 on someone's locker, and I don't think they had any more scriptures in there, just that one. I knew that was just for me. This is a picture that my friend who died gave. I took. Inspire, lead a creative life, have fun, be strong, don't let your dreams scare you, do your best, just laugh. And actually, this spoke to me because I had had a couple of dreams of Jesus coming back when I wasn't living for him, and it did scare me. But I've asked him why was I so fearful, because it was like I remember it. It was a full moon, and there were clouds around the moon, so like it was producing like this rainbow effect around the moon as the clouds were going by. And all of a sudden Jesus came out from behind the moon, and I like freaked out, and I was like, I wanted to run, but there was nowhere to run, like, you know. But I asked him, Lord, why was I so afraid? Because I've accepted you as my Lord and Savior. And he said, that's how the people who haven't accepted me are gonna feel. Absolute terror. Endless weekend. That's another rapture sign to me. God loves you. That was on another construction site. I wish they would have capitalized the G though, but you know, what you gonna do? This one was another place that I worked at, and I was going through a real hard time, and this brought up when you've done all you can do, just stand. So, another one of those, love you to the moon and back. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain. I thought this was cool. Revolution. The love backwards. This was in 2018, and they held this in the new Dallas Cowboys Stadium, and I lived like a mile away from there, so I went and checked it out. Harvest America. And, you know, obviously Harvest is like Rapture, you know, and Greg Laurie's cool. He knows his stuff. I haven't heard anything bad about his theology or anything. This one was really cool. This one I've been waiting to get to because I lived in that same apartment that, not the one when I had the skateboard, but the one right before then. I lived in this apartment, and they had this like basketball court right outside of it, and somebody just one day, I didn't see who it was or whatever, and the next day it was washed off. But they had written Jesus plus cross equals forgiven forever. And then this one, God is not mad at you. He is madly in love with you. And that was like I mean, that really impacted me, like, because I didn't know what to think. I was in a fog and confusion and had no idea how God felt about me. And there's that book, can't you talk louder, God? And I don't remember what this was about, but Jesus Christ Superstar alive in 3 days. Like 3 days is a prominent number, important number. But some of the stuff, it was important at the time, but I don't remember now why I took them. But I'm glad I did. Let's see. These are some cool pictures that I've got this app that it's called Color by Number, and I bring it up on my iPad sometimes, and it you just, if you know what Color by Number is, it's just it's just really relaxing. It's kind of something I do to de-stress, but there's some, the Lord has given me some things out of it that like this one, for example. Window? You gonna let me move the window, please, sir? Mr. Computer. Oh, wow. Didn't like that. What? This must be a big image or something. What is... Can I open any of them? Okay, there we go. But, this was one of them, and if you look at it, you got a white lion with the sun on his forehead, and a black lion with the moon. And if you've heard, the sun represents Christ, the light, and the moon represents the reflection of the light. And when I saw this, it was like, I mean, he's got a fierce, intense look about him, and I've got a look of submission. Or the lion is me, is what I'm saying. The black lion. It's like a look of submission. Anyway, that just really, that was really prophetic. There's some other one of these if the picture previewer will be kind. Yeah, this one was cool because you know, it's just it's the same thing. The white lion with the sun on his forehead, and little black cub with the moon, and it's like just like the father's love over his kid. So it's like the white lion's God and the black lion's me. And this one's cool too. I don't think it's showing the full picture for some reason. Maybe I cropped them. But anyway, there was a big, like, this was a lot longer. It was like a phone wallpaper, and it had like transparent water at the bottom of it where the little black lion cub was walking. This was another really cool one, that like a white lion, you know, sitting kind of like a throne of sorts. Let's see, there's a few more of these. Honestly, don't remember why I saved this one. Maybe a boat, I mean, symbology of a boat with a light in it, I don't know. This is an arch with a rainbow around it, kind of like a wedding arch. There's a lot of pictures like that on those apps. I thought this was a cool tree with a cross, a heart with guess a waterfall and a crossing. Let's see. Miracles. Okay. I'm not gonna go too much further today, but there's a few things that some comic relief here. This was my very first job. I worked at Taco Bell and Pizza Hut, and that was my name, Captain Useless. I was like 15 years old in high school. It was cool. I mean, I came up with it, so. Also, I don't remember if this was for COVID or why they did this, but those should not exist that close together for any reason ever. Now, I think I saw this. I think this is a legit safety poster that I found in Arlington at the park. Alligator safety. Alligators are present in this forest. They are an important part of Lake Conroe's ecology and may be found wherever there is a body of water. They have a natural fear of man, but may lose that fear by being around people, especially if they are fed. When this happens, alligators can be dangerous. For this reason, alligators should not be fed or molested in any way. Molested? I'm sorry, what? I don't think that was a joke either. I think that was a legitimate, like... Anyway. This was at a job that I worked at. They had a female sign on that porta potty and a male sign on this one. That I call and complain that there's no transgender option. This was a tree that we found in Arkansas that I guess had a pretty happy upbringing until this point in its life, and it got real depressed and then found reason to live again. This was also in Arkansas. I don't know if they want you to stop twice or if in case you don't see the first one. The store is protected by the good Lord and a Glock. If you came here to steal or do harm, you might meet them both. This is a ship shipping ships. So this is a ship shipping ships. Other ships that ship. That was a sticker that I saw right after I was born again. It's good advice. Oh, also, this is legitimately a playground. That's like a 20-foot drop. I don't know. I don't guess I have another picture of it, but there's just this chain link fence and a concrete wall. It's like on the side of a Walmart parking lot. It's the safest playground I've ever seen. Highly recommend. Um, Here's something that I noticed. Uh, the April eclipse, April 8th of last year, has been following a lot of these storm patterns, and I actually feel like maybe they're trying to flood the New Madrid fault line, and maybe they're trying to cause a tragedy that way. Because I think there have been a lot more storms than normal lately. This was back when Guy Fawkes was a thing, and I just repent crosses on the side. Kind of wish I still had that, but you know, Guy Fawkes is kind of rebellious thing. It's not really peaceful. This one's cool. Heavenly crowns, the crown of rejoicing. This reward is for those who rejoice on earth in hope of Jesus' coming. The crown of glory. This reward is for those who long for or love God's appearing, his nature. Crown of life. This reward is for all believers, but especially those who endure sufferings and persecution for Jesus, even to the point of death. The imperishable crown. This reward is for those who run the race of storing their treasures in heaven and not on earth. The crown of righteousness. This reward is for those who depend on the righteousness of Jesus and not their works. Boy, that's a big one. That is a big one right there. That is honestly the biggest pitfall I think that exists in understanding the true gospel. Is it's not about what you can do, it's about what the Lord did. You know, it's about grace. People don't understand grace. It's so simple of a concept that it evades the understanding of the wise or the intelligent, worldly intelligence. Here's another picture of that. That Dragon Ball thing. I'll do a few more. Then I'm gonna call it a night, and I'll definitely do this again though. This was fun. This is something I came up with a while back. So, let me try to remember this. Before, the circle. Path avoids the source at the center. Spends energy in evasion. Like trying to avoid Jesus. And then the cross. When you take a circle, like I don't know what to use. Have any, but so check this out. Imagine this is a perfect circle. You can take circle and flip it and it becomes an infinity. So what this is saying is basically, this is how we are before, when we're avoiding the source, Jesus. But when we come to that source, it flips us, and it folds us in on ourselves where we're going through the source instead. And after path passes through the source at the center, energy replenished by revisiting the source, same shape flexed over itself. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. And they shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. That was... Well, I know that wasn't from me. Man. I hope I explained that well enough, because I'm gonna clip that. Alright. So, show love and compassion toward your enemies. They don't know that every time they pronounce a curse, your Father turns it into a blessing. They are strengthening, blessing, and even prophesying over you unintentionally. All things work together for the good of those who love Him and are called. All of creation serves Him, whether it knows it or not. Watch therefore, and pray always that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. How does one become worthy enough to escape the wrath of Yahweh? To be accounted for in the only one who is worthy, Jesus. You remember that childhood friend that you grew up with? The one who you used to get into fights with all the time, but you still remain friends? Jesus is like that, except he always wins. Thank God. There's another one of those red flowers. Covenant number 1. Before the fall. One rule. Mankind fails. Covenant number 1. After the fall. The 10 rules. Mankind fails. Covenant number 2. After the fall. Same 10 rules, but this man did not fail. For if the first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. Hebrews 8:7. I think this is just a prayer. Dear Lord, I thank you for giving me life, redeeming me, and showing my heart the true reason of what you did for me on Calvary. I thank you for the wisdom and gifts you have freely given me through my suffering, and that the suffering itself parallels with your life. I don't need to know the reason why these gifts aren't accepted by many, nor do I want a large audience as I used to after what you've shown me comes with it. If these truths were to just reach one person, I count it success, and they have already, and it's me. I don't need to know your plans for me. I trust you because you're with me, and you've shown me too many miracles to deny that. I think I'm gonna think I'm gonna call it here after that one. um, Crystal, thank you for sticking with me here and watching and being someone that is listening, because it means a lot. And you know, I call myself the Invisible Watchman because I do believe I'm being suppressed as much as the enemy can suppress someone, but I know the Lord is going to get it to who it needs to go to. So, and thank you for supporting me and giving me the inspiration to do this tonight, because I think it opened up a big thing that I'm going to start doing. But anyway, Crystal, I think the chat might be a little delayed. I don't really know how to refresh it, because I think you're what you're seeing is what's been going on a few minutes ago. But I just wanted to say thank you again, and I'll be back. If you know, if I don't see you in the air, I'll keep doing this, because I think I wrote all these things. I mean, I know the Lord wrote it through me, and now I'm starting to understand. Now's the time that it was for. So, thank you everyone who watches and absorbs and listens. It means more than you can ever know. If I don't see you around, I'll see you in the air.